Arizona's Grand Canyon draws over 5 million visitors per year, but it's actually not the world's deepest or widest canyon. With an average depth of 1 mile, a length of 277 miles, and 18 miles wide at its greatest, it's pretty huge. But with a depth of 17,567 feet, just over 3 miles, the Yarlung Tsangpo Canyon in the Himalayas is the deepest, with Australia's Marble Canyon the world's widest at just over 18 miles, edging out the Grand Canyon by just a hair. The Colorado River cuts through schist, a type of metamorphic rock that's 1.75 billion years old. That's nearly half the age of the Earth, which is about 4.6 billion. So the Grand Canyon's revealing about 40% of Earth's history, which draws geologists there from all over the world. These relatively unaltered sediments stopped accumulating about 230 million years ago and are older than the dinosaurs. Though no dinosaur bones have ever been found in the park, geologically recent fossils, such as 11,000-year-old sloth bones, have been found in canyon caves. Many marine fossils and animal tracks also appear in the national park's rock layers. One weird thing about the Grand Canyon is that scientists don't actually agree on how it formed. We do know one thing for sure: river erosion was massively involved. But there is some strong evidence that suggests the Colorado River broke out of the west end of the Grand Canyon about 5 million years ago and no sooner. But with that constraint, there's heated debate about what the canyon looked like in the millions of years before this anchor. Did the river carve the canyon all at once? Was there an ancient gorge waiting for the young river, ready to capture its flow? One recent study found some rocks at the western end that were eroded and exposed at the surface 70 million years ago. Active debate continues, but with scores of research studies ongoing in the canyon. Here we are at the Grand Canyon in Arizona. Just want to talk a little bit about how this was formed. I think that's the question that bogs most people's minds when they look at something of this nature. Very similar to the formation of Zion Canyon, this is river carved, but prior to this, there had to be a lot of events to create the rock layers that you see in front of you. Now, the one we can't see is the Vishnu basement rocks. Now, that's granite layers that have been metamorphosed, and that's what underlies all of this. Following that, there was a lot of deposition of sedimentary rocks, things like limestones and sandstones and shales. A lot of the fossils here are actually, a lot of the shales actually contain fossils. The limestones contain fossils that are much lower down in the canyon. Following that, we had a lot of water in this area. There were some ancient seas that helped deposit a lot of sedimentary rocks over many millions of years. And that's what you're seeing, all these flat layers in front of you. And following that, obviously, right, river carving. There's no way you can get this without quite a bit of water, river erosion. There's the meandering Colorado that has basically cut this entire thing down.